Hey everyone, it's Patty from pspapercrafts. Welcome to my Friday video. Today we're going to make a fun box pleat fold card. So if you look down here, this is actually kind of like a skirt or a dress that has the box pleat fold. I did put glue down in the folds, and I don't think I'll do that on this next card, but I thought it was really cute. I'm also going to make it a little bit longer. This is 2 inches. I'm going to make it 2.5 inches. But isn't this pretty? I love a black and white card. One of my favorite looks. You're pretty wonderful. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to put in here. I may make it a birthday card, but I haven't decided yet, so I left it blank. I'm using new online exclusive products. So we have the new catalog that came out. We have a mini catalog. We have celebration going on. And then we have new online exclusives and then some old ones I'm going to use as well. So you can't find them in the catalog, but if you go to my online store, and if you do shop by on the left, you can pick online exclusive and you can see them all there. Or you can just go through and search for these products. I'll have links to my blog. I'll have a link to a project sheet that has all the information on all the products that I'm using with links. You can go shop for them. So let me just tell you what I used on this. So this is the mixed labels. Stamp set and dies, but isn't this pretty? This is the mixed media designer series paper, and I used, of course, these two patterns. But aren't these patterns pretty? And I thought this one was a great one. I'll probably do a class on this. Isn't that pretty? You could just kind of cut it and make a corner card, and then a card this way. Get 4 or 3 4-inch pieces across it, so you get 2 of them. And then the backs are fun. They're kind of like little paint things, fun for die cutting. So here's some more black and white. Oops, I should pull it out a little bit better. So you get 2 of each. Fun patterns, kind of different look. So that is the paper I used. Whoops, I took the card with me. It got stuck. And then I used the mixed labels stamp set and dies that go with it. So I cut this die, the white, using cut the label using this, and this is a fun set to have. And then what I did was I cut it again in black paper, basic black, so you'll see there's kind of a border. And what I did was I cut it, and then I cut the black down the middle, and I just spread it out a little bit, so you'll see there's a little tiny gap there, but it's not noticeable. So you've got this nice border here and here. I like to do that. It's fun. I used the Druzy adhesive backed embellishments on that, and then I used the oh, here it is right in front of me. This is the white, it's kind of a frayed, what is it called? Frayed gross grain ribbon. So I thought that was nice, kind of around the top here. Isn't that pretty? And if you'll see, it's kind of like, a box pleat. So let's put this aside and get the products that we're going to use for the next card. But before I do that, I just wanted to do a little advertisement here. Today is the last day that you can sign up for my Winter Wonderland retreat. I'm doing this. I did one last year with Anne Varillo, Stamp with Anne. She's wonderful, creative, and we each designed 3 cards, and you'll be making 12 cards during the retreat. So you'll make 2 of each of these cards. These are a little kind of sneak peek, and we're going to have a Facebook live Facebook during the day, February 1st. But if you're not into Facebook, because I know everybody isn't, it's a good platform for us to use for a retreat. We do prize patrol. We like to share. But if you want to just get the class, you can do that, and you'll get videos and a PDF, and you could just make it on your own. So I'll have a link below to register, but today's the last day to register for it. It's going to be a great birthday class. We called it Winter Wonderland. It's all birthday cards. But we are in the winter. It's a nice sunny day out for me today. I'm so happy. It's only in the 20s, but the sun makes such a difference. So today we're going to make this card. This is another online exclusive product, and it's the Marbled Elegance. And it's just has really fun marbled with like little blotches of gold in it. So There's some that don't have it, but look at all of these. And these would be great to just die cut hearts out of, and I've seen a lot of people do that. So it's a different kind of look, but I think this is just really fun. So we're going to use this paper. Let me put that aside. And then I thought I would make a Valentine's Day card. So we're going to use the Hearts of Elegance bundle. So they have some good sentiments, and then they have these 2 sheets of dies, which I thought were really pretty. This one I love with the embossing. And then these. So lots you can do. You can die cut out what you've stamped, and then you could just stamp hearts. You can make a shaker card. You can do a lot with it. So that's what we're going to make here. So let me get the pieces out that we're going to use. I have my I have a white layer and an inside layer. I have a Melon Mambo card base. Love Melon Mambo, and that goes with this sheet. This is what we're going to use to make the box pleat fold, and this is 2.5 by 9. Yeah. So the other one I made 2 by 9 for the other card, but this is 2.5. I wanted to make it a little bit bigger. And then this beautiful marble piece, and that's going to be kind of the background layer. And then I did die cut using this heart. Isn't that so pretty? I love it. One tip when you're die cutting on any gold foil or silver foil, any kind of foil, I would cut down the piece as close as you can. Like I would measure this. So this is 2 by 2.5, maybe 2.25 by 2.5, and then I would die cut it, because this is very soft, and you might get the imprint of the cutting plate. That's the top plate. You might ruin the rest of your paper. It might just pick up the indent. So I always like to cut it down. So that will be an embellishment, and then we are going to use a little strip for our sentiment. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is create our pleat fold. So I usually use my trimmer and, do my trimmer. You can use this or your scoreboard, which I'm going to use. The trimmer, you can do your scoring with this. It just seemed like when I was at the 6, and it's a little confusing. And I guess on this one it wasn't bad. But I decided I would use my score tool, but I was making a sample, and then I changed the measurements, so I think it would be okay to use this, because you're going to do 6. Oh yeah, and 6.25, and it's hard to know in here what that is. There's 6.5 is visible, 6.25 is right there, but I just decided to play it safe, so I am going to use my scoreboard. I think it's called Simply Score. I'm not sure. And it comes with one of these. I like to use my bone folder on it. The stylus, I just find sometimes it doesn't do as well. So let's get started. This is 2.5 by 9. So you're going to place it across at the 9. And we are going to score at 1 and 1.25, and then 2 and 2.25. We're just going to go right down. 3 and 3.25, 4 and 4.25, 5 and 5.25, 6, 6.25. So you got the rhythm right. 7, 7.25, 8, 8.25, and then you're at 9. Okay, so this is your scoring, and let's put this away because we're all done with this. And what you're going to do is you're going to fold it. I like to start that way. So you're going to fold. The first one is kind of a different one. So actually, let me do it this way. So you're going to make valley and mountain. Okay, so you're going to make a valley, a mountain, and then a mountain, a valley. and then a valley. So you're going to do 2 valleys and then 2 mountains, 2 valleys and 2 mountains. Okay, so a valley and then a mountain and then a mountain. So you see what I'm talking about? You've got the peak up here, and then I call that the valley. Mountain, mountain. So now we want to do a valley. And take your time with this. It does require a little bit of patience. And then another valley. So valley, valley. And then a mountain. And a mountain. And I'm going to, once I get through all of this, I am going to burnish it. So then we want a valley. And another valley. Valley, valley, mountain, mountain. Valley, valley, mountain, mountain. Okay. And then, so we did 2 valleys. Now we want 2 mountains. And if you're a sewer, this probably makes sense to you. I don't know if you call them valley and mountains. But the back and forth part. Okay. And then a mountain. Okay, so when you have this all done, you're going to see how it lays. Did I do it right? And I'm going to burnish it. And this is where I put the glue, but I think I'm not going to. So what I did on my other card was I put glue in all of here on both sides. But I kind of like that it would stand up. I think I did this one wrong. And if you do it wrong, you just fold it back. And you'll see that it was wrong, like it was obvious that it was wrong. So let's just kind of squish it together. And this definitely needs 2 hands for. Okay, so this is your box fold. Can you see that? Now, if you want, you can put glue inside all of these and then, you know, press down on it and get it all nice and together. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to I'm going to put adhesive in the middle and at the top. I'm not going to put it at the bottom. We'll see how it goes. I may change my mind. And it doesn't matter. This is the pattern is all over. But before I do that, let me just put this aside. So this is going to sit on top of here, okay? And I want this to be a little bit more sturdy, so I am going to back it with a piece of basic white cardstock. So what I did was I cut this as 4 by 5 1/4, and it's going to sit on a 4 by 5 1/4. So let's just put that down together. I'm using my Seal Plus, my new favorite. I do like the liquid glue for a lot of things that I do, but I've been using the Seal Plus a lot lately, and I do like it. So we're going to put this down, and it should line up 100%. If it doesn't, just trim off the edge. You could trim it a little bit smaller. Okay, and then this will go here, and then this is going to sit. So this is what the card is going to look like. Okay, and you can, if you like it better this way, you know, whatever way you like it. So what I want to do is press this down and get this, my Seal Plus. You could do tear and tape. I would do something a little bit, and you could do liquid glue and just make sure it dries good. And I'm kind of doing the high points here. And I'm going to come down again. I guess I should get in there too. Try to get in there anyway. Just get a lot of glue on it, just so it holds together good and sticks well. Let's see if I can go across the whole thing. It's a little bit tricky. Just be patient with it, okay? And then we're going to put this down, and it is going to be longer. So you want to kind of judge, you want to go down to the bottom, and you want to kind of have it so it's a little bit even on both sides. Now the one thing with this glue is it doesn't give you as much time to fudge with it. So before you like really stick it down good, try to get all the pieces. And this is where I glued them down. It made it a little bit easier. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is you can either cut this, or let me just pull this up a little bit. I feel like that's a little crooked. Cut this, or you could wrap it around the back, whichever way you want to do it. I'm just going to wrap it. There's already adhesive on it. There's none on the bottom, but it'll settle down. Isn't that pretty? So it's a little bit longer. Now before I put it down, I want to put some trim around it so that it's like, and I'm not going right to the top. I want a little bit down, a little bit of the top showing. So we have this open weave trim. It's very big, long, or wide I should say, but I'm going to cut it and then I'm going to fold it. And I have a UPS guy out there, so my dog may bark. If he does, I will stop and start again. But I'm just going to fold this in half. I've done this a couple of times, and I like the way it looks. And I'm going to fold it in half again, because I like to have the gold. If you have some other gold trim, you can use it. Isn't that cute? And we'll just put this around the back. I'm hoping it's my Stampin' Up! Order. We'll see. And then I like to just put it down with Scotch tape. So just put a piece of Scotch tape here. And then I do want to turn it around and make sure it looks straight and it's where I want it. And you could just kind of roll this. I mean, it doesn't have to be folded neatly. And we'll take this down, and I'll probably cut off that excess. Oh, it's Amazon. I thought it was UPS. Okay, and I'm just going to cut this so it's not so bulky in the back. All right, we're moving right along. So cute. What do you think? So let me get the other one. Where did I put the other one? I must put it underneath something. Here it is. So you'll see they're a little bit different. So this is 2 inches and this is 2.5. So whichever way you like it. And now let's decorate it. So I thought, well, let's put it down first. And it is a little bulky. Make sure I get this here. All right, lots and lots of adhesive. And just put it down so there's an equal border in top, bottom, and all sides. And I thought we could do this and then the sentiment over here, or like this, maybe like this. And I thought we would do, let's see, I'm winging it. Let's see if this is going to fit. My heart belongs to you. Let's see if we can get this to fit somehow. And I wanted to gold emboss this. So we're going to do a little bit of embossing here. So when you emboss, we have this embossing toolkit, which has this powder. It keeps the embossing powder on only on what you stamp, not around it. It kind of takes away the static. And then we're going to use our Versamark, and we'll just ink this up. I'm going to put it kind of in the middle because I don't know how long we want this. We'll see how it works. So I'm going to put this on, and then you're not going to be able to see this until I put the powder on. But trust me, I'm stamping it Okay, if it was on a colored sheet, you could probably see it. So that's what people sometimes do for a watermark. If you stamp Versamark like on this Melon Mambo, you'll get a nice, it looks like a watermark. So now we'll take our Wow embossing powder. So there, we have copper, and then silver and gold. And we also have white, black, and something else. What's the other one? Let me just get it. We have another pack, which I haven't used. I've been using the gold. We have ebony, black, white, and it must be like an off-white or something. We used to carry them in all different colors, which I kind of miss. So this one is, oh, clear. Clear is a fun one because you can use clear and on any color. You can stamp it with a colored ink and then use clear embossing powder on it. Let me just hold this with my little clipper thing here. So cute. And then this tray, you can just pour it back into the jar using this. A lot of people use a folded paper. That's perfectly fine. If you have any excess anywhere, I usually kind of do this, and then you can use your little paintbrush. That looks good. I'll put this back later. Let me put it somewhere where it won't spill. And then what we're going to do is get our heat gun, our heat tool. And that's right here. I'm hoping it stretches enough. My plug is over there. And we're just going, I like to turn it on and heat it up a little bit. Excuse the sound. I was hoping to hold it up enough for you to see it change, but see that? Isn't that pretty? And you know it's done is if it's all shiny. If there's parts that are not shiny, that means you need to heat it up a little bit more. I see a little bit on the U, on the Y, I should say. Just another little shot. So always check it, because if you're not done with it and then you touch it, you're gonna it's not melted, so it'll come off. So let's figure out how we're gonna do this. It's a little bit tight here. I'm gonna cut it down as close as I can over here. Let me just get my trimmer out so it's straight. What I could do is just cut around it, but I don't think I want to do that. And I'm going to cut it down a little bit over here too, so that it's not showing through. We'll see. Or maybe I can put it right across the heart. Let's see how it works. I wanted to put it kind of underneath, but it's a little bit too long. So I could put it like this, right? Yeah, I think I'm going to have to put it like this. I really wanted it to be behind. It's just a little bit too long. I probably should have picked a different sentiment, but I think it's good. Okay, so let's put this down with some dimensionals. I'm going to put it on both the heart and the sentiment. So let's put the heart down first. It is kind of bumpy because of these, so you know, it may need some extra postage. I'm not sure. This will squeeze down, but I figure, you know, we can add some more bulk to the top to even it out. All right, so let's put this like this, and then I'm not going to put a dimensional over here because I don't want it to sit too high, but I'm going to put them over here. Okay, we'll do maybe 2 of them. These are strong, so you don't need a lot of them. I always overdo it with my dimensionals, but that's okay. Should I cut that a little bit long, shorter? I feel like I should. And it just to even it out. Okay. Yeah. So now it will sit here. You can put glue here, but I don't think it's necessary. One last thing. Oh, we have to do the inside, but on the outside, we have these great adhesive back heart sequins. So I'm just going to, you can add a few of them around, but I think I just want to put one right up here. And let me get my take your pick tool. Here it is. I've got things everywhere. My goal this year is to, and there's two different sizes, three different sizes. I'm going to do the middle size, is to really clear up my workspace here and get everything off my table. I bought these bulletin boards from IKEA where you can hang cups and different things that you can. So my goal is to get things off my desk because I have too much on here. I'm in a very small craft area, and make room for this. So we'll see how we get that done. I'm a big procrastinator, so we'll see. I'm going to use Happy Valentine's Day, and I also want to emboss this. So where did I put my embossing buddy? Here it is. I'm just going to go over here, and then we're going to ink it up. I've already used it with some red on another card, so you'll see it stain red, but that really won't affect at all using it again. It's just the red colors stain the photopolymer. Okay, again, you can't see it. Let me bring this back. And I'll just keep pouring it over. I always like to do a second pour. And none of this goes to waste because it all goes back in the jar. I mean, you can have a jar forever. So that looks nice and clean. Let's put this away again. So again, I'll unscrew this and pour it right back into here for the next use. Okay, and then let's get our heat tool out again. And I did mute it before. I'm going to mute it again so you don't have to listen to it. This is one of the first things I saw with card making, and it was such a wow to me that you could do this heat embossing. I thought it was amazing. So now we're going to attach this. Oops, somebody's horn. Hope it's not mine. Somebody's horn is going. I don't know whose it is. I don't see any cars out there. All right, all done. Oh, I wanted to stamp on it. I usually don't put it down till I stamp on it. I think the horn threw me. So I was going to put this pretty heart down in the corner and stamp it in Melon Mambo. And then I think I'll add some of those hearts to the top because those hearts are, let me just test it. So, okay. Those hearts are flat. So you can actually put them on the inside of your card, which is nice. Okay, phew. So again, I like to stamp before I stick it down, just in case I make a mistake, I can flip it over. So let's get, how many do we want to do? I'm thinking, do we want to do 3 sizes? Let's do all 3. So let's do a little like, they're going up the side. Big, medium, and small. And I probably should have had them over a little bit. Let's see if we can pick them up. Should have probably went with the small, medium, big, so I could have it in the right place. Oops. I think I have the glue on here. All right. So, good enough. Let's put this aside. So these are the 2 cards. And this is the box pleat fold. You're Pretty Wonderful. And then My Heart Belongs to You. Happy Valentine's Day. And again, if you're interested in taking my class, The Retreat with me and Anne. It's February 1st on Facebook, but you can do it at your leisure whenever you want. You'll get everything mailed to you. There's a link below. Today's the last day, January 10th, to sign up for it. So thanks so much. What are we doing next week? Let's see. Here's my calendar. So my calendar you get if you subscribe to my email list. I'll send you this calendar every month, and every Friday we do some kind of fun fold or technique. I do color combos on Thursdays. You can find on my blog. I do sketches on Wednesday and Saturday, and then these are just for you to kind of get ideas. So we did the box pleat fold card, and next week on the 17th we'll make a cascading pleated card. We're doing a lot of pleated cards this month, a lot of folding, so they're all a little different, so it's fun to get different ideas. But see the difference in this? This one is more popped up, and this one I had put the glue in, and then I tried to take the glue out, so it's a little bit wonky. But whichever way you like better, you can put the glue down or not. All right, thanks so much. See you next Friday.